Hello and welcome to another update video about Sand. Sand has moved in line with the last update. We're getting closer to this key level, resistance at 48.3 cents. We have a potential inverse head and shoulders form on this chart. It's not a pattern I normally use and call out, but when I see it and it is in line with the Elliott wave count projection, then it's worth talking about it. We had a few interesting inverse head and shoulders recently on charts. Like for example, Solana had two inverse head and shoulders, both broke, both were successful. And this is one that we can spot here. Normally we don't need an inverse head and shoulders pattern because we've got the Elliott wave patterns. They give us a better context anyway. However, we can still combine it. And if you have, let's say, a more traditional pattern together with Elliott waves, that both point in the same direction, it might increase the probabilities of a successful pattern break. Yeah? Obviously, what we want is that this is turning into a long-lasting uptrend. The good news is we have potential 5-wave move to the upside here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this wave 4 reliable? I mean, it turned around where it needed to. It was one of the trade setups I presented, I suggested. But let's be honest, this wave 4 down was very fast, too shallow, or not too shallow, but too short in duration to be a reliable wave 4. It was built into the chart that we can expect something like that, but it happened just very quickly. That's sometimes just happening in crypto, right? So what I want to highlight is now we've got basically a potential 5-wave move up. It's not very clear because of this wick to the downside, but it allows us to count it as a 5-wave move up. Would be nice maybe for it to touch 48.2 cents before completing all the 5 waves. And then what we're watching for is a 3-wave pullback in an ABC structure in a wave 2. And this could form this right shoulder, right? Something like this here. This was the left shoulder. We could form the right shoulder. And then the breakout point will be at 48.5 cents. And I mean, measured target just by using the inverse head and shoulders pattern, target would be around 85 cents. 85 cents, pretty much doubling, roughly, depending on from where we measure. But looking good, looking interesting at least. At some point I would watch for this, or would like to see that pullback actually. We can be watching for this pullback now. There's absolutely zero evidence at this stage that the pullback in wave 2 has started. In fact, it might actually be that we touch this trend line or resistance line before starting the pullback. Don't automatically assume a pullback has to happen. Certain levels have to break to the downside to give us some evidence that the pullback is starting. Until then, the trend is just up. This is a bit of a messy structure here, so there isn't really a very clear level that I could give you right now. That's due to this messy price action. But yeah, it's really difficult because this is not very clear. This move up might be a diagonal. I mean, I'd say, if we break below this last swing low at 41.5 cents, I would say that this wave 1 is in and that we're watching for wave 2 to start. And then we can measure the fibs. It's too early for that now because we haven't got a confirmed top in place. I really only want to give you a support area once we have a confirmed top in place. But yeah, that's sort of broadly what we can expect from Sand. And if I give you then support and it breaks support, that will then make a bearish scenario again very likely. And we might see another low here. Yeah, completely new bear market low. But for now, we remain carefully optimistic. That's my update about Sand. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.